All right. And this time we're going to remember to count to 1, 2, 3. So give me that 1, 2, 3.
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Nice. Although I will say, after we realized that the last time, you told me you hit record right when I hit record. You were not wrong.
Yeah, no,
we were almost like, we are never like that closely synced up. We were like, I think I had to adjust it like a fraction just to get it kind of like right in the pocket, but like we were pretty much dead on. It was kind of impressive.
I remember you said record, and I was like, okay, doing it. No, this one is not even close, but we have the 1, 2, 3, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly. That's all you need. Oh man. So I'm excited. You did a thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean Fruits Basket?
I do mean Fruits Basket.
Yes,
I want to know. I want to know what you thought. You got to tell me.
I've watched the first season of Fruits Basket.
What'd you think, man?
I mean, take a guess what my overall opinion probably was.
It's probably your overall opinion. Well, I mean, the fact that you watched the entire first season means you probably didn't hate it, but
I mean, I kind of just didn't want to like not finish a thing that I said I was going to finish for once. So I wouldn't say I didn't. Hate is a strong word. I think I didn't do any favors by watching like the last half in a week.
Okay.
Because like I was watching it at a pace of like one episode every like couple days. And that's a good Fruits Basket pace, I think.
Okay.
And like the flaws become more apparent when you're like just like consuming like 5 episodes at once. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh my God, like, ooh boy, this is really brutal.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, no, I like, like the first episode is so like cozy and nice. Mm-hmm. It's like, she's living in a tent.
Yep.
Which is ridiculous, and she like stumbles upon this like perfect situation.
Yes.
But then episode 7 happens where you learn about the guy, like he's blind in one eye. I can't ever remember anyone's names. I remember, fucking Kyo and Yuki.
Oh. God, don't even get me started. I mean, like,
but
there's
like,
zero chance I am going to remember anybody's name. I couldn't remember anybody's name when I was watching the show.
Yeah, exactly.
And now it's been like a year
Toru
since
is
I've
the main
watched
character. Like, I got those 3. I got the 3 main characters down. But no, the guy who's like, not the dog, but the professory one. I don't think he's the dog.
Oh, boy.
But his backstory is like he had to erase his like girlfriend's memory.
Yes.
And it's like, that's episode 7. And I was like, oh my God. I had to like take a break for a while after that one.
Okay. See, okay. So basically,
so what did you think?
Well, so what you're trying to tell me right now, I think, is that like the kind of like the tone shift bothers you. That it's like because it goes from comfy anime to like.
I would love if this was a 12 episode like hard hitting drama.
Okay.
About like their stuff, but like the fact that it's like I don't know if I'll finish it. Like, okay, I don't. If like give me like 6 months to finish it, I guess it is probably what I'll need to get through the other 40 episodes. Because my understanding is season 2 is like really even more tragic.
Yeah, it gets more tragic over time.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I guess that's Should I have expected that? I'm trying to think if I should have anticipated that based on previous things.
I will say I did go into it with the expectation that it was going to be Shoujo Plus to some degree, where it is very much just actually like Shoujo Grandpa. Actually,
Shoujo Grandpa. Okay,
it's like the originator of Shoujo more so than like because like modern Shoujo is like there's so many different like weird trope filled. Like, gimmick shows, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Sure. And so like to watch this and it's like, oh my God, this is like the most bare bones. Like it's still good. It's really good. I can't say it's not good. Okay. It might not be your thing, but you can't say it's not good. It's definitely good, but like it is definitely also not my thing. Okay. You know what? That's it. I win. That's all I needed you to say. Because like, and to be fair, this wasn't really a fair competition because when we originally started talking about this, we were literally talking about
two actually different animes. So
Yes.
it is like you were talking about something that I think that is pretty widely regarded as not so great.
Yeah, it's funny. I think I actually might like, well, because the thing is it's still adapting the same stuff.
Yes.
So it's like, it just doesn't end.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, I imagine it's probably, I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched it, but it looks like it's perhaps
sped up a little bit.
Well, yeah, sped up. And like, I'm sure the tone is a little bit different. Like maybe it's not. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, like, because it seems so like, I mean, it just appears so happy-go-lucky, but I guess Fruits Basket 2019 also appears very happy-go-lucky. So like, fuck if I know, man. I'm not sure, but I don't know.
Yeah, you know, if you want some criticisms, I could definitely give you those.
Yeah, criticize it. I mean, what is? So I can probably guess some of the things that you don't like about it, but
okay, please no guess. I would rather you guess first.
I think that it's padded out a bit, right?
Oh God, I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so padded out a lot. Maybe.
I don't think that was even going to make my list. Honestly, I just assume that everyone understands that.
I mean, you know, we're talking about like
it's not really a fault. It's just like I don't like it when something's padded out. But if you like the thing that's being padded out, then it's good that it's that way.
Yeah. Like, I don't know that we necessarily needed 25 episodes a season. And in fact, I think season 3 is like the best season because it is so like...
Yeah, isn't it only 12?
13, but yeah.
Yes.
Like,
yes, exactly.
It's tight, you know, like it's like, and it's probably got like the most like of the drama, which I do really like about Fruits Basket. Like, I find the drama to be really good, you know, like I think that like it does. I'll say this. It's like, I feel like the drama in it is like they spice like they sprinkle it in at the right times. And it usually, to me, if I'm remembering from, again, watching this like a year or so ago.
Sure. That's
like,
fine. Yeah.
I remember it feeling pretty earned. You know, that like it wasn't just like, oh, we're sprinkling this in for no reason. It's like, no. There's this happy-go-lucky story going on with some like really kind of shitty family dynamics going on in the background that like they don't come up often, but they do come up. And it's like, okay, it makes sense that this would be happening now.
Yeah. I mean, certainly that is, it's like one episode off, one episode on when it comes to trauma, at least in season 1.
Okay.
It's like, you know,
I might not be remembering that properly then. Okay.
Cause every other episode ends with the Toru monologue, right? The like, she's like in some weird physical location now, and the animation quality has like jumped up like 10 times.
Uh-huh.
Like, it looks way better. Everything's way smoother looking. And it's her and the new Zodiac character they introduced either this episode or last episode. And Toru is in tears, going like, but you're perfect just the way you are. I love you, and my love will complete you. And that's like, and it's like, sometimes that monologue is like funny. Sometimes it feels genuine and it like hits hard, right? And like the funny ones I'm more okay with. The ones that hit hard though, I get to take a break after.
Okay.
But like, you know, it's definitely a pattern. That's like the pattern of season 1. And I guess season 2 is just going to like remove the episodes that have no trauma.
I don't feel like that's necessarily true. I feel like it's still a pretty good mix. I feel like it's really season 3 where we get into like it's drama the whole way through. That's not totally true, but it's like, I mean, you know, you've taken out half of the episode, so you're going to get a lot more of the drama at that point.
I guess it's and another weird thing is like, I guess it's done because Toru doesn't know, but like the anime does explain the entire plot at the start. Like, I'm not like crazy, right? Like, it's very explicit, just like, yes, the Zodiac are bound to a woman and like forever. And and like Akito is clearly that woman, and all the Zodiacs are bound to her, right? Like, that's
no. There's no mystery there. There's no mystery there,
right? So it's just like, I wish they would like, I think there's been one Akito scene in season 1. If I remember.
Okay, yeah, no, I feel like she starts to come up more in season 2. That is probably true.
And it's like, but it's like, I already know about her. So like, let's just like,
you know, it's funny that I mean, I'm going to maybe regret saying this, but I was about to say, I think you might like season 2 more because I feel like the whole Akito, like being around more, like actually on screen makes the show more interesting.
Okay. Well, I mean, I like I said, I'll still put on an episode or 2 here or there, and I'll let you know what my progress is.
Okay, fair enough. No, I'll take that. Yeah, I guess what I was thinking, right, is like in my mind's eye, I was like, I figured you were going to appreciate the fact that it's not just like a funny, awkward show the whole time, like a lot of shoujos generally are.
Yeah, no, I would go the exact opposite. It's a little too constructed drama.
Okay, so that was a miss on my part. I was figuring that you were going to like that, and I also figured that like the supernatural element of it was gonna grab you.
Yeah, but there isn't really a supernatural element though.
It's not enough of a supernatural element.
It's like it's a supernatural element. Like it only exists to serve the drama, right? Okay. It's not its own it's not treated as its own serious element.
Okay,
right? Like it's not like
There's not enough world building there.
Sure. Yeah, and it's like there's no episodes that really actually like use it as a plot device.
Okay.
Like in a way that matters. You know what I mean? Like it's obviously the undercurrent of the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so it's very important in that sense, but it serves only to be like, yes, these people cannot sleep with other people. So that's the drama. And it's like, okay, yes, that's the reason that they can turn into animals. They're forced to. And it's like, okay, well then it doesn't exist. they could all just be like really socially awkward and it would have the same effect. So
okay, all right, no, I
because the way you described it, I was like, oh man, are they gonna like it's gonna be like an actual element and they're like their like animal forms are really gonna like play into like this stuff, and it's like no, that's just their personalities are kind of animal like, and
okay, well,
turn. I mean, it's very cute. I mean, I like the cute like I would love it if the anime was one or the other. I would really like it. Like, okay. If it was like, because it's like, I like it when subject matter is taken seriously, right? And Fruits Basket definitely takes its subject matter seriously. So I can't fault it there. I just get emotional whiplash.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I mean, for me, the emotional whiplash is like a feature, not a bug.
Yes, exactly. No, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's like if you want that, right? Like,
yeah, I never want emotional whiplash. I am never. If you're ever like, I had this problem when I was watching a movie with Chandler, my roommate. We were watching Rent-A-Pal. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
No, I don't think I have.
And it's just like, it's a really good movie. It's like the psychological horror movie kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just really brutal, like emotionally brutal.
Sure.
Like it's just sad and like depressing. And it was just like the entire time I was just like, why? Why would you make this? Why would I watch it? Like, what is the purpose of this horrible, like, emotional torture device that you've made? And Fruits Basket isn't quite as concentrated as Rent-A-Pal, but it's in that same, it's like, did you ever see the Invisible Man movie, the modern one?
No.
That one also. It's the lady from Handmaid's Tale.
Okay.
That actress.
Okay, yeah.
And, like, she's made a career out of, like, being the, like, abused heroine, like, trope. And it's like, Invisible Man is like that to 1,000, and it's like, it's very uncomfortable.
Fair enough.
Watch.
Interesting. Okay.
And I only end up watching those movies on recommendations from other people, and I'm always like, God damn it!
It's like, why did I watch this? See, I don't know. Like, I guess like, because like there are some movies like that I've watched where I just like there's not enough like catharsis or hope, or maybe any of those. I don't know. Like, The Road. Yeah. Like, have you ever watched The Road?
No, but you're saying that it doesn't have that.
It doesn't have that.
Yeah. Yes. I've. It has a reputation as that.
Yeah, and I was just like, I watched The Road, and I was just like, okay, but like, what's the journey here? Like,
yeah, okay, yes, that's what Rent-A-Pal kind of is. So I think you have the idea.
We start at suck and we end at suck. Like, yes. There was no, and somewhere along the way there was really no chance of it not sucking. So it's like, as far as I was concerned, nothing really happened in the movie. And
Fruits Basket obviously is not that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's going to take 40 episodes to get to its resolution.
Yeah, but it's going somewhere.
But it will, yes. It's already gone somewhere in season 1.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what and that I'm okay with. Like, it keeps me interested of just like, okay, there's, like, and because anime does that all the time with like big tonal shifts. And so like, I guess I'm just like,
but usually it's like, I'm more used to the Wham episode.
Yeah. You mentioned the Wham episode, I think, last time. It's a new term for me, but I totally understand what you're talking about. Yeah, whereas this is like, it's like if you have the Wham episode, like every other episode, it's no longer a Wham episode.
Yeah, but it still hits me like a Wham episode most of the time. So it's still like, I'm like, oh my God. Like episode 7, seriously. Like, just like, yes. It's like, I'm finally happy for the first time in my life. Oh no, you have to like kill her, essentially.
Yeah.
Not really, but like in essence, yes. It's like, okay.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it is very, like, it's a very, like, it's a very frustrating show in that way.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Yes.
In that, like it's like the frustration in this case, like, sometimes you're right. Like, there's shows where the frustration just frustrates me and I just don't want to keep watching anymore. Yeah. This is one of those shows where, like, it hits the right balance for me of, like, you're frustrated with this person, right, who is causing all these problems in this family. And, like, you want to, like, push forward to, like, the part where they get their comeuppance, which, you know, like, it's like, you know, and that's, like, the driving force of the show. Yeah, whereas, like, if you are like, no, I'm just too frustrated to watch this, I can see where you would check out immediately.
Yes. Like, I mean, if Akito was, like, more visible, that would help in the first season.
And I think that's what helps the second season, is because she becomes more visible, you get more understanding of her own character, and, you know, it does.
Because season 1 is mostly just character introduction.
It is mostly yes. It's extended introduction of, like, look at all these cute animals.
I will also say it is a case of, like, bad things happening to good people, which is always way harder. It's right, like Succession, right? It's like, I don't like Succession is also just drama, right? It's a soap opera. But but they're bad people because they're rich, because they're the Murdochs, right? I mean, they're, like, clearly, I mean, they're evil, like they're actually evil.
Yes.
So, you know, Succession is way more enjoyable because they're all bad people in that show.
It's like the documentary version of, I know it's not a documentary, but it's like the documentary version of Always Sunny.
Exactly. Yes. No, that's exactly it. It's always like, documentary.
Because that's one of the things, like, you know, I'm not usually, like, a big fan of, like, cringe type shows, but Always Sunny works for me because it's, like, usually the bad things. You don't care
about them.
Well, usually the bad things end up, like, circling back on them.
Exactly.
More than they cause problems for people, but more often than not, those problems end up causing problems for themselves more than anything else. And I'm like, okay, so you're just all a bunch of shitty people that cause your lives to be worse.
Actually, that brings me, because we're talking about this kind of dynamic. I'm watching Ghosts right now.
Ghosts, okay.
That, like, BBC show. It's about, like, a couple that move into a house that's full of ghosts, but they're all from, like, different time eras.
Interesting. Okay.
It's like a weird, like, sitcom comedy thing. It's good, but, like, it's very much like every episode, like, they're trying to, like, do something, and, like, the ghosts cause a problem for them. And I'm always like, I'm always tempted to just kind of, like, skip through the parts where they're, like, awkwardly trying to, like, explain away, like, why is there a hole in your roof suddenly? And it's like, oh God, just, like, get to the part where you've resolved this problem already so I can start laughing again. Like, that same problem. Just like, it just hurts.
Oh, she was in You.
Who? The person in Ghosts?
Yeah, Charlotte Ritchie. She plays...
Oh, yeah, Charlotte Ritchie. Yeah, she's in a bunch of stuff. She's great.
She plays Allison Cooper, I guess?
Yeah, she...
Because I was like, I recognize your face, but I don't know what you're from. From You.
Ghosts, You... Oh, Taskmaster. I think that's actually where I know her from, probably.
Oh, she's been on Taskmaster?
Yeah, Taskmaster. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's all I've seen of her.
Have you watched You?
No, I was about to say, what is that?
Wait, really?
Psychological thriller.
It's about a guy who's a stalker told from his perspective.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay.
It's...
Oh, this one where he's, like, obsessed with people. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yes. Okay.
You must watch that. It is quite good.
Okay, I'll put it. I'm writing it down right now.
I will say they do kind of recycle the plot a little bit, you know, like in later seasons. So
that's fine.
That does happen. I feel like they change it up enough that it's working. So, like, but I feel like we're getting very close to they need to wrap this up now. Like, I feel like they got one more season and then we got to stop. That's enough.
Yeah, and it's fucking Jenna Ortega too, who's in Wednesday.
I'm trying to remember.
Wednesday.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to remember who she is in that.
Ellie Alves? Ellie.
I don't like, because, like, I think
she might be a minor character, and the only reason she shows up now is because she's, like, big.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I knew she was in it. His 15-year-old sister who lives in the same block of. Okay, I just no recollection of this person.
Okay, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, because I mean, I did remember seeing that she was in it. I was like, who the hell was she? But I never looked it up. So okay, now I've looked it up, and she was just. I think she's a fairly minor character. But anyway, okay.
Yes. I'll definitely watch that. What?
Did you end up watching Carnival Row?
Carnival Row. I don't remember what?
Carnival Row. on Amazon. Steampunk fairies.
Oh, I did. Yes. I watched the first season.
We're really off to a good start. Carnival Row. No, I don't recollect that at all.
Yeah. Oh no. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. With the pact. Yeah. This is the one where she's. This is not the. No, this is not this show. Which one was this?
It's the one where she's like a fairy.
I know. I remember. No, I remember the horrible fairy wings. I just got to remember the plot of this show if I liked it or not. My only real memory of the show is that I hated the way the fairies were depicted with their
you didn't like the wings,
little impotent wings that just look terrible. I mean, I watched the whole first season, so I must have liked it to some degree. Because I definitely just don't finish things I don't like. Yeah, generally. Yeah, and there's a serial killer, right? And he's tracking a serial killer, and she's running around town, and I still don't remember what the plot of the season was at all. I mean, genuinely, It's been so long since I've seen the first season. I kind of don't remember what the plot of the first season is, but that's also because it's been years for you. Since I've seen it hasn't been that long for me. Okay, because I mean, when I described the show to you, you were fucking gung ho as shit on it. Yeah, so clearly, and I immediately started watching it. So I watched it as long ago as possible for the purposes of the podcast. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah, I know it's been over a month, so I guess the question is, are you going to continue watching the No, I definitely am not. No. 100%. Okay. I whatever I was left with the distinct impression that I did not care about plot. Okay. For some reason. Well, there it is. I wish I could elaborate more because that's so terrible. Cuz I watched the whole first season. But I literally remember I only remember her flying around the city with her little wings and people pointing at her and going look, there's a fairy. And I was just thinking why aren't there just hundreds of fairies doing this constantly? Yeah. They clearly have no way of stopping her from doing that. She very easily avoids the police. Yeah. There's no there wasn't an anti-fairy squad made up of other fairies that could I don't know. Wait a second. Did you start at the second season? No, the second season, no. The second season wasn't even, I don't, no, there's no way. No. Were they in basically a ghetto? Yeah. You started at the second season? No. Yes. No. The serial killer plot is the second season. Them being in a ghetto you started the show at the second season. No. Steven. No. Yes. 100%. No, I'm looking at my Amazon account. Okay, well then you might have finished the show. Oh, okay. If you watched both seasons, because I mean, they don't start in the ghetto. I have not seen season 2. I only have blue bars for season 1. Okay. When you say ghetto, let me. Okay, it's been a while since I watched it. You say ghetto. I guess I thought of this as a ghetto, but it's really just dirty Victorian streets. Okay. This is not a ghetto. I'm talking literal barbed wire everywhere. Yes, sorry, no. Not a concentration camp. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. They're just in dirty Victorian London, which is essentially a ghetto. I wouldn't want to live in Victorian London. Okay. Well, I mean, yes. Most people would not. They had a problem with how much horse shit was piling up. I mean, come on. Okay. All right. Seriously, how we have global warming? Oh, no. Right? Yeah. They were worried about literally being buried in horse shit. There was a whole thing, I mean, before the invention of cars, there was a whole thing about them talking about, if, the trends continue with population growth, that, London is going to be, filled with horse shit up to the 3rd story or something like that. Exactly. Yep. But, okay. Because, I mean, there is, sort of a serial killer plot in the second season, and they also live, I mean, yes, concentration camp is maybe even a more accurate term to describe it. But yeah. Because I was wait a second. That's more than a ghetto for sure. I was wait a second. You are talking about. Okay. You didn't watch. Okay. Oof. I was scared there for a second that you would literally just only watch the second season. No. Yeah. It just didn't the weird, it was a Witcher 2 plot, right? There's these two factions that are competing, do something, and it was just I was oh man, this is Game of Thrones-esque political drama, but in a world that is simultaneously more and less. I don't know. It should be right up my alley, but it didn't grab me for some reason. Man, weird. You just don't. Maybe I'll give it another try. You just don't like anything. It's clear. I'm hard to please. You are hard to please. No, I'm hard to please. I'm only mostly joking. Well, no, but I mean, I do spend a lot of time looking for things that I like. So It's like most of the things that I like are probably already consumed.
Yeah, no, and I definitely like I have come to have a lower bar for entertainment, I will say. Like there is sometimes I'm like I really want to engage my brain, and sometimes I'm like I would just like to watch a show today.
Oh yeah, no, sure. I mean that's what Taskmaster's for.
Okay, yes. I use just droves and droves of other anime to
I can't do that though because I have to read the subtitles. I can't not pay attention to anime.
Well, see, I always pay attention no matter what I'm watching.
Oh,
so.
that's the problem. Is like if you recommend an English dub to me, something that I can watch in an English dub, I can put it on another screen while I'm doing something else. Although I can't even really do that right now because I'm playing modded Skyrim right now, so my computer cannot handle that and watching something. I'd have to like bring my laptop up here, which I'm not going to do. So. Oh well.
Oh jeez.
But yeah, Fruits Basket. It was emotionally rough.
You know what? You said the thing that I wanted you to say, which was, yes. I don't think I can say it's bad.
No, it's good. I mean, I'll even say it's good.
Yeah, it's just. I'll take that. Like, because when you were ragging on it, again, you were ragging on a different show. I was ragging on a very
different show. Yes.
So, like, accepted. But, like, I just wanted you to understand. I was just like, you know, it's a good show. Like, there's a reason why I liked this particular version of it. So,
although I will say Toru is a frustrating protagonist. Like,
in what way?
Because she doesn't exist as a person. She's just like niceness.
Yeah.
Like that's all she is. She has no dreams or aspirations or like in conflict within her. She's only like, yes, of course.
No, she's a little bit of an empty shell. That's fair.
A little bit. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
that's her purpose in the plot.
Yeah, she's a bit of a self-insert character, you know. That's just like, okay, I'm just an empty shell with which
everyone would love. I mean, it's very cute, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, she's like a kind of very, I guess, like very classic shoujo protagonist.
What the Snow White with red hair? That's the one I watched, right? Snow White red hair, right? Snow White with red hair. Yeah, that is what it's. Man, I hate modern anime titles so much.
Some of them are so absurd.
Yeah, this is a good shoujo that I feel like does not have the problem of the main character being a nothing person. If you're at all looking for more anime,
Snow White red hair.
Snow White with red hair.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it on the list.
Yeah, it's good. I recommend it.
Okay. We actually, what did we watch recently that was amusing? It was Tomi-chan is a Girl.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I feel like that's in a similar vein of like a character who very much like has a personality, you know, like, and therefore is an actual character, you know, instead of just a self-insert.
Yeah, but that's I'm just saying that's also based on a 4-panel too, it looks like.
Well, you know, okay, so I've heard you reference 4 panels, and I think I know what
Saturday morning breakfast cereal-esque.
Well, what I mean is like I think I know what the like the connotation of it being a 4-panel is, but what is the connotation of it being a 4-panel?
That it's just like a gag series.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, it's like many of the ones I think are based on 4 panels. Like I think they kind of like the anime makes it more of a show
than it is. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But and I think they did a good job of it. I you know, we watched it. We genuinely enjoyed that one.
I mean, sometimes those are the best because it gives them room to actually
do something with it. Yeah. Although, okay. Speaking of things that people may or may not consider trash, especially in this day and age, I watched Elfin Lied finally.
Oh God. Oh no, that was a mistake.
So here, okay, that as most people say, but I was so fucking curious because I've been hearing about Elfin Lied for like it's like one. I mean, it's one of those
one of
animes.
My favorites. Yeah,
I thought that it was better than people made it out to be. People talked about it really being just trash. Now that it's like looking in the because I remember when it kind of like came out, it was so edgy and like, I mean, you know.
Yes. The opening, right?
Well, okay, but the opening is fucking amazing.
It is. Like, so it's masterful.
The opening holds up. Like, and like the rest of the anime, I wish reached the same heights of the opening. Yeah. Because the opening is just like, it's like, it's so perfect to show like just an incredibly powerful psychic character just absolutely ripping shit through everything. It's just perfect.
Well, and the fact that you follow a different character throughout the whole intro.
You follow a different character throughout the intro.
Yeah, you start with the coffee girl. and then her head gets cut off in the elevator, and it switches to the main character's Elfin Lied perspective. I don't remember what her name is in the.
Oh, I might have not realized that nuance. Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, really? Oh, that's like the best part of that is like the perspective. You think the main character is this coffee girl the whole time.
Oh,
and then she gets
are you
murdered.
Supposed to think that? Are you supposed to think that? I didn't think that.
Yeah. Oh,
no.
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought it was funny because it's like they had her, and I was just like I was like, oh, they're not gonna kill the quirky little gag character, are they? And then they kill the quirky little gag character. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought she was just like a gag character, basically. But like, I didn't think that they were gonna like take her out. And then when they killed her, I was like, but like the thing is, they didn't keep up with that.
No.
Right? Like I feel like if that had been the show, that like if they had like continued to kind of subvert, it would have been just a masterpiece. But like it went from that to like kind of garbage. But like
full pretty garbage if I remember.
Yeah, but like there was enough good parts in it, and it was trying to do something. Because I mean, I've watched garbage, and I know you've watched garbage as well. But I've watched some garbage at this point, and that wasn't garbage. Totally, it was better than I thought. But yes, I mean, like that opening scene was just like that. There was a couple other parts that were close in terms of goodness to that, but like I feel like like having also like once you realize that it was like the hands, like the invisible hands, like I feel like that took a little bit. Like it was cool. But it took, it's like it was stupid. Cooler when they were just popping heads and you didn't really know what was happening.
Yeah,
I feel like that reveal could have come later, possibly.
Yeah, and the manga's slightly better if I remember. It's a little bit different. There's less like horny Japan stuff, which I find is the flaw in many anime.
Mm-hmm. Although I will say, like, because people really like, they were like, oh, like there's just nudity in it to be like edgy, and I don't know that I agree with that. I feel like by and large, like it.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
There was a point to it. There wasn't always a point to it. Don't get me wrong. There was absolutely fan service in that anime, but like there was like a lot of it was used to like show the level of like dehumanization that was happening.
Yeah, sure. I wasn't even really remembering the nudity. Honestly, I was just talking about like the attitudes of the characters.
Oh no, God,
in a general way.
That is trash. That
just the general Japan.
Yeah, that was absolutely trash. No, you're totally right on that. But so yes, I did watch that. I did watch all of that.
Yeah, that's cool.
But two others. I'm wondering if you've watched either of these. We watched Black Lagoon.
Oh God, I love Black Lagoon.
Oh God, okay, cool. Black Lagoon was amazing.
Yeah, it's so good.
Fuck, dude.
Have you seen all like the OVAs and the movie and everything?
Have I seen everything? I think we've seen everything.
Right, you've seen like the sister one. Black Sister or whatever. The Nun.
Yeah.
OVAs.
Yeah, I think.
And then there's like some stuff that hasn't been made yet that's in the manga still. Because the manga's still going, I think. It just comes out really slowly. Yes. It's one of those like Berserk, like the guy's sick, and so he's just like does one chapter every 6 months to like get his check for his health care.
Okay. Yeah, we watched. Oh yeah, Roberta's Blood Trail.
Yes, Roberta's Blood Trail. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Because like I guess that is the movie.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. Because so we watched the 2 seasons and then Roberta's Blood Trail. Yeah. God, literally like one of the best like action animes that I think that I've watched.
Yes, right up there at the top without a doubt.
Like
so good.
And it's funny. It reminds me so much of Cowboy Bebop.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
But like there's literally just more of it, so maybe that helps. But like, I feel like it's so much more of like a show than Cowboy Bebop is. Like Cowboy Bebop is like, I feel like after I watched it, I very much came away with like, this is like
Cowboy Bebop feels like a dream.
Well, it's like there's a couple of episodes, and then there's like a couple of vignettes, and then there's the rest of the episodes, and then it just ends.
Yes.
Whereas like this, even though it's very vignetted, like it feels like this is like a show. Like this is like a TV show that I can watch.
100%. Yeah.
And I'm so surprised that it's not like maybe it's. I'm just gonna say I don't think this can't be as popular as like some of those other ones because I feel like I've never heard of this. Whereas like I feel like you always hear about Cowboy
Black
Bebop.
Lagoon is not like an anime.
Okay.
It happens to be an anime, and so it's not really like you know, it's never going to be as popular as Konosuba, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't bridge the gap between teenager and adult, right? It's just kind of like I don't want to say it's an adult show, but like there's not like a lot of like the main character is a fucking salaryman, right? Like,
Yeah.
No one's going to high school. Like, I'm not saying,
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure lots of I watched Black Lagoon as a teenager, obviously, but like, it's not your typical anime watching. It's not Naruto.
Yeah. And I mean, like, no, but you're right, though. It's just like, because even with sometimes those other shows, like, there is like some connection to like, you know, to youth or to something like that. Whereas like, this is very much like adult people with adult problems. Like,
yes,
my company doesn't care about me to the point where they're like, we'll just write him off as dead.
Yeah. So I might as well join this mercenary company who are going to kill me because it's literally better. And it turns out I'm actually pretty good at this. How about that?
Yeah. So Black Lagoon fucking ruled, dude.
Yeah, so
I was
good.
like, I can't believe it took me this long to find out about it and watch it. So I really like
really?
that.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, I want to just see now. Where is it? I think it's either best or very good on my list. All the anime ever.
Of all
ranked.
of the, well, I could see that. I loved this.
Yeah. Oh wow, no, it's only in the good category. Actually,
Wow.
I was so harsh with it. Yeah, it's great.
And then we've
Great
also
anime.
watched 86.
Oh, 86. That's the spy one.
No, 86 is the mechas.
Oh, mecha.
It's like the four-legged mechas, and it's about like
they don't have people inside, but they actually do have people inside.
yeah.
I didn't watch that one. Was it good?
86 ruled. Oh, dude, 86 ruled a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, that one should go on your list if it's not, because I think that you will like that one. That has very big like, what is it, MSO8 team vibes.
Oh, okay, cool. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like with like the, you know, like the added like drama of its literal fucking oppression, you know, like it's good. It's real good. It's like, and it's played properly as well. Like, I feel like the reactions of the characters in the mecha to the reactions of the people, like, you know, on the other side feels like it's played well and played appropriately. Like, because like it could have been, I like, it's one of those things that like it could have been animated up and it wasn't, and I like that.
Okay,
I like that they
cool.
took it seriously, and it pays off well. So anyway, 86 fucking roll.
Nice.
And you know that it's good because Lauren fucking hates mecha animes, and she
liked it.
And she liked it. So like,
okay, strong recommendation. It's on the list.
Yeah.
U86.
Okay, so I have a couple of things from real quick from last time that I wanted to bring up real quick because I was an idiot. First of all, Pale Swordsman, not a band, it was an album.
Okay.
The name of the band is Kektarok.
Okay.
So just small correction, because it was bugging the shit out of me when I was fucking doing the editing earlier. I was like, oh god, I said Pale Swordsman was a band. It's not a band. It's the name of the album by the
That
band
would be
Kektarok.
a cool band name, though.
It would be a cool band name. I like Pale Swordsman as a band, but yes. So anyway, sorry, Kektarok, for getting your band name wrong. Also, you talked about Sandman last time, and you showed me a picture of a you showed me a panel from the comic.
I did.
And I there was something about it that was like, I don't know what it was. It was like I couldn't figure out why I was like, there's something weird here, and I don't know what it is. I figured out what it is, and it actually came weirdly serendipitously, because I got like this random YouTube recommendation, and maybe it's not random. YouTube is weird with what they can recommend to me, and actually I'll get into some of that later. But they recommended, it was this thing about the, like, why do you see this picture at all of like the haircutting places, right? And it was about, okay, you probably already know what I'm about to talk about, but like, it's talking about, for those who don't know, and I'll put the picture in here, but Stevens probably knows exactly what I'm about to put, is of Nagel women. And what's the name of the guy? It's Patrick Nagel, who was, tasked with doing like poster art for a bunch of things and created these like, series of posters called Nagel Women, which if you've been to like any hair salon ever in all of time, like there's always like a completely white-faced woman with like black hair and red lipstick in some pose, and they're in fucking every hair salon from here to forever. Long story short, that panel in the the Sandman, like, Desire is very clearly intentionally, it must be. There's no way it's not intentional. Like, she looks like a Nagel woman.
I'm sure that there's inspiration there.
It has to be. It's too uncanny. Like, because it's like even Dream. Like, because I was looking at some other panels from.
How do you spell Nagel?
Nagel.
Yes, very explicitly so. So yeah. I mean, yes.
Yeah, correct. I mean, so it was just like I was like, because I saw that, I was just like, there was something in the back of my head that just like a switch flipped. I was just like, something weird here. I just can't put my finger.
Apparently,
on it.
It's in the Sandman Compendium, but he based it off of Nagel and Eurythmics era Annie Lennox.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Eurythmics.
Yeah, sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
Oh, her. Okay, yeah. Of course. Yeah. Okay. Oh, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay. Yep. Yes, correct.
Okay. Yes. So anyway, just wanted to close that loop because it was just like, when you put that panel up, it's like my brain just like couldn't comprehend what he was seeing. It was just like, there's something here that my brain is reacting to that I can't figure out. And I finally figured it out. And it was just that was it. So yes, that was the thing.
Good.
But otherwise, yeah, what's been up with you?
I mean, I talked about ghosts and stuff. Are you watching Succession right now?
No.
Okay.
I will eventually watch Succession.
Then other than Fruits Basket and stuff, I watched the D&D movie.
Oh, how was that?
Great, actually.
Really?
It was great. Yeah, I would say it was great.
Okay.
I would say like a good like Marvel Avengers movie. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. But so like a good Marvel.
A good one though. Like a fun one that like the jokes land, like you like the concept, it's a cool world. Like, they get it all. It's all in there. They got the emotional punches. I would definitely check it. It's on digital now. You can just watch it.
Okay. I will have to check that out. Because, yeah, I mean, I was kind of curious.
Yeah. It was really cool seeing all the D&D stuff, like, done in a big budget movie, for sure.
Interesting. I wonder how much of that will land for me. Because, although I've played D&D, I'm relatively unfamiliar with the actual lore of D&D.
There's still quite a bit. I mean, I think you'll get a lot out of it still.
Okay. What's the I haven't really looked at this very much, but like, what is like are they playing D&D or like, is this just set in
it's just set in Forgotten Realms.
Okay. So it is set in Forgotten Realms. Okay.
Yes. They go to like, most of it takes place in Neverwinter.
Okay. So there's no contention that this is.
No, it is straight up. Like,
straight up.
One of the most interesting things is just seeing all the spells get used. Just like, oh, that's Chain Lightning. Oh, that's what Magic Missile looks like. Oh, that's what Bigsby's hand looks like.
Oh, that'd be interesting because I do remember a lot of that stuff.
Exactly. Yep.
It's funny. You just said Neverwinter. I literally just put it together that Neverwinter Nights is a D&D.
Yes, I know, right? Yeah.
I just like because it's like the times I've played D&D, like I don't even like the person that was DMing. I'm not even sure like how like.
Well, you don't have to set it in.
Well, exactly. Yeah, you don't have to set it there. So I was like, I don't even think we were set in there. So it's like the times I played D&D, I don't even think we were like in Forgotten Realms or whatever.
I think Andrew did play Forgotten Realms. Oh no, he played Eberron, I think.
Did we? We didn't really play D&D with Andrew. We played. We
played a couple sessions of D&D, but no, we mostly played Dark Heresy.
We mostly played Dark Heresy. Whereas like the time I really extensively played D&D, I played that in like with my my D&D group in Minnesota. And I don't know where he was setting that. That might have even been like it's possible it was a unique area. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to put that on the list.
Definitely. Yeah. Other than that, not much.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm playing I modded Skyrim.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean,
I figured out how Wabbajack modding works finally. So.
Oh, so you can get the Wabbajack in Skyrim, or is that something else?
No. So yes, it sounds like that. Yes. The Wabbajack is a utility that you can get that will install mod lists for you.
Oh,
so someone else goes through all the trouble of like setting up a like completely cleaned and like optimized mod list. And specifically because of the Anniversary Edition's memory improvements, we've gone from like, I say we, as if I'm involved in this, Edward. They've gone from like a max of like 150 to 200 mods to like, I think my current mod list is 1,087 active mods.
Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ.
So it looks great. And like, I have like, there's like Dark Souls dodge rolls now and like, crazy. It's just, it's updated.
That sounds fantastic.
Modern era. It's interesting. It's still Skyrim though. It's like even with 1,087 mods, it's like they haven't managed to quite like create a like coherent RPG experience out of Skyrim. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when they, I keep seeing like the things like the Skywind,
Oh yeah, that, yeah.
And it's like, I think I'm like, yeah, okay, but I actually don't really like Skyrim as a base game. Like that's not, I actually don't want that. Like it's like, yeah, the graphics are nice, but like could you just fix the graphics enough in Morrowind? Like just make the graphics nice but keep all the Morrowind stuff. Like I like that.
That's what I think I'm going to look into next is what is available for the Elder Scrolls in Wabbajack.
Yeah,
because it's for everything.
Okay,
like even Fallout. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
And there's only one, of course, just the overall improvement suite.
Interesting. But yeah, I mean, that is the big thing is like, trying to friggin' thread all of those mods together in a way that actually like runs the game and doesn't crash immediately or blow everything up.
All figured out for you.
Interesting. Yeah.
And it's automatic, which is nice.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I keep seeing videos of like modded Skyrim and people have like, some of them, by the way, look terrible where they've crammed too many like graphical mods in there. I'm like, it doesn't actually look that good. It's like, it looks all like all blown out and washed out and like the foliage is all weird. And it's like, you can tone it down a little bit, like chill, just fucking chill just a little bit. Oh, jeez. Are you excited for Starfield?
I'm excited to see a train wreck.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about like it's as much as I basically buy all the Bethesda RPGs for the most part, like so I'll probably end up getting it, but like
so will I. Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be a train wreck.
Yeah, it feels like it's gonna be a train wreck.
Redfall, because listen, the one hope, right, was that Microsoft bought them and they were gonna pump money into them in a way that like enabled them to like release a quality product. But Redfall proves that that's not going to happen.
Yeah, although it's interesting about well, okay, I don't know how much of this is true, but like from what I understand, or at least what I had read, is that Microsoft was willing to give, what's the name of the studio?
Arcane.
Was willing to give Arcane more time on Redfall, and Arcane was like, no, it's good. We're good to go. I don't know how true that is.
Well, I mean, sure. I mean, maybe Microsoft did offer that in the same way they offer like, unlimited vacation time. Right? It's like you can have as much vacation time as you want, but if you take more than you're supposed to, which we won't tell you how much that is, you're fired.
Okay, so it's thinly veiled threat. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like Arcane was like, Microsoft was like, is that game ready yet? Because if you need more time, and Arcane was like, no, we're good.
Well, I do wonder to some degree though, like based on what I've seen of Redfall, that like it was a live service game that ended up not being a live, and like I feel like there's maybe a part of them that are like, we just want to get this thing out the door so we can work on something else.
I mean, Arcane's kind of been a dumpster fire
forever.
Because Prey didn't sell well, and they kind of put all their money in Prey, and so since that point, they've kind of just been like limping along as a dead company.
Well, Deathloop was good though.
Yes, but it also did not sell very well.
Okay, fair enough. Which is it's unfortunate because Deathloop was a genuinely good.
Yeah, no, I like Deathloop. Deathloop was good. I just want them to remake Arx Fatalis at this point, I guess.
I mean, I would like that as well because I kind of want to play it, but I don't.
It wouldn't be very hard.
You don't think so?
But they would ruin it. They would ruin it though. They'd remove like the rune casting system. No one wants to do the thing that's like the game.
the part that actually makes it interesting.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of mistake they would make though.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Nowadays. Yeah.
That would be cool though. I mean, because like I feel like I want to play that, but I don't feel like I want to play the current Arx Fatalis.
I mean, why?
Because I thought I was under the impression that it was not.
You do have to install the like mod pack for it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. You mentioned that there's mod.
There's an Arx Libertalis mod.
Oh, okay.
It's just like it just fixes everything. It makes it totally fine.
Makes it a playable game.
Not even. Yeah. Like it fixes all the problems. There's no like everything works the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. Okay. I remember this now because all I was remembering was you told me it was broken, but then I forgot the part about where you told me. But the modders fixed it.
Yes. The base game is broken though. You definitely don't want to play that.
Okay. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. Fair enough. I do have some Big Mac related news. Do you have the maybe this is a Canada only thing. Do you have the chicken Big Mac?
I do not. So that sounds disgusting, though. So
there's a chicken Big Mac now in Canada. So
that reminds me of the chicken chips.
Oh, the chicken fries from BK.
No, the chicken chips, the potato chips.
Oh, the roast chicken chips?
Yeah, the roast chicken chips.
Oh, God, Jesus, yeah. The roast
you remember those.
Oh, I mean, like, I don't have that many memories from when we used to live in Canada, but that one is burned into my mind from how disgusting those roast chicken chips were.
Those were bad.
Those were bad. But, so, Chicken Big Mac, I saw that, I was like, well, okay, if you insist. So I ordered...
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. So I ordered a Chicken Big Mac and a Big Mac because, I mean, I got to do the side-by-side comparison.
Carpe diem.
So I ate them. They're the same sandwich. there's
no taste difference.
It is remarkable how little difference there is between a beef patty and a chicken patty at McDonald's. Okay, could I taste the difference? Yes, but I really had to squint. It was like there is no point to the Chicken Big Mac. So it was just a little side quest adventure that I had with McDonald's chicken. Yes, it was just
it's funny though. You got the Chicken Big Mac. We got the Chicken Bacon Ranch sandwich.
Oh, the Chicken Bacon Ranch.
Yeah, we got that.
Do they? I wonder if they have that in Canada.
I think America got the bacon version. Whatever you got.
Okay, because I remember. I think I had the Chicken Bacon Ranch when I went to Italy. Because I have a rule that if you travel outside,
of course, yeah, you have to go to a foreign McDonald's. Yeah.
You have to go to a McDonald's. You got to find out what they got. So I had the Chicken Bacon Ranch, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah, no, I mean, I liked it when I got it. Wasn't as good as the Big Mac I got that one time was a little light on the sauce, and I'm a sauce heavy kind of man. But,
they went really heavy on the sauce on both of these, and I gotta say, I feel like the comparison suffered as a result because the sauce really drowns out any taste.
That's the point of the Big Mac, though, is you have the sauce.
Yeah, the sauce to basically just let you know it's just like no, doesn't matter what animal is in this thing. Like you're eating the sauce.
Okay, we got way off track.
Yes, we got way off track. Sorry, but. One other thing before we jump into the main topic, because you can't let this one go by, but there's a new Armored Core trailer that dropped.
Are you talking about the gameplay, the 10-minute or 20-minute?
Well, I don't think it was quite that.
Or just the trailer?
Wasn't it like?
There was a trailer and then there was a gameplay explanation video thing.
Oh, from Vati Video?
That is, I think, what I'm thinking of. Yes.
I did watch that too.
That's essentially official, right? Okay, 11 minutes from IGN and then 20 minutes from Vati Video. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't need to watch the IGN one because if Vati Video is doing it, he's got it for you. He's got it. But
he did, and I didn't even watch all of it. I only watched 5 minutes. Oh, it's 35 minutes. Holy shit! Wow.
I watched it.
I didn't watch. Well, and he was like, okay, it seems I played it, and it feels like it's between Armored Core 3 and 4. And I was like, great. I don't need to know any more information. Thank you very much. That's all I cared about.
Yeah,
it's an Armored Core game.
The only thing I gotta say is it just looks fucking incredible. I'm pumped. I was already stoked, and now I'm just continue to be more stoked.
I knew we were going to be talking about this after the break, secrets and all that. But I was just thinking to myself, I was like, what would they have to say to make me not buy this game? And I was like, if they were like, yes, you have to your pilot sits on a toilet at all times, and you have to constantly manage your poop meter in order to fuel your poop mech. I'm like, I think I would still buy that game.
Steven, you literally played that Digimon game where that was most of the plot. I don't know what you're talking about. The game would literally have to come with a needle that you have to install into your scrotum, and it would literally stab you in the balls if you died.
No, I think I would still buy that one.
I might still end up buying it.
It would have to be a teeth thing or an eye thing. That would make me.
Or a fingernails thing, a fingernails thing.
I think I could maybe, depending on how good the game is, I could get away with the fingernail thing.
Yeah, I mean, well, if I'm good at the game, maybe I don't have to worry about the fingernails.
Exactly. Yeah, it just makes it really fucking hardcore. I love it.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. No, I've been seeing a ton of videos too, because people obviously got into the Souls series, and so there are people going back and being like, oh, was Armored Core a good game? It's yeah, it was fucking good. Yeah, but I have watched now several hour-long videos about going Armored Core retrospectives, oh, I'm now getting into all these Armored Core games, and wow, it's really cool customizing your own mech. It's why did you buy this fucking game we didn't have to wait 15 fucking years for this game?
Exactly. Yeah, just like the last time, it's so weird being like aware of an Armored Core game coming out. You know what I mean? It's like, because that was never the case. They just appeared essentially by magic.
Well, I was aware of 4Answer.
Okay, you were old enough.
I was old enough.
It was still before I was following gaming news in that way.
Yeah, that was actually the only one that I was like keenly aware of and like was waiting for it to come out, to the point where I actually rode my bike up to the video game store at the Arboretum.
Wow.
Because I was too young to drive, but like old enough to like, you know, be like, I have spending money and I want to buy this fucking game now. So, I mean, I bought it on launch day, like riding up there on my bike to get it, because like,
so good.
Yes. Oh, fucking Armored Core. So fucking excited. Oh, August.
It's been a long time.
It's coming out in August. We only have a few more months to wait. I'm so fucking stoked.
August is going to be ridiculous.
August is going to be ridiculous. There's so many games coming.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 comes out, I think, in August. Or is that September?
What else comes out around now? It's like
something else.
Yeah, something else big. Well, actually, isn't Starfield coming out in September?
Okay, Starfield September. Then it is Baldur's Gate 3 in August for sure.
Okay, yeah.
No, okay, wait. I'm on the internet here. Let me verify
we are
what
connected
I'm saying
to the internet. Yes.
Before someone like, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 coming out in the date. Come on, Steam. That's literally the only information I care about. Oh, it's October now? I feel like they changed that. Oh no, that's the early release date. God. It's literally the only information I care about, and I know they've told the world when it's coming out. Here we go. Community update. August 31st. There we go. Yes, it is August. Barely.
You know what else is coming out? Well, actually, is it already out? Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to fucking play the first one first so that you could play Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean...
Oh my God, Breath of the Wild is so good. Jesus.
I know. I'm not... I just like... Isn't Tears of the Kingdom just like going to be better Breath of the Wild?
Maybe.
Like, I mean, because I would play Breath of the Wild for like the game mechanic elements, which are very impressive looking, obviously.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's
so
not like the story is really important.
Exactly,
but...
yeah. I'll play the refined, better version of that game.
Okay, fine, you win. So, shall we move on then to Cyber City Oedo? 808.
Oedo, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, well, yeah. I think you said it Oedo. I said it Oedo. It's Oedo. It's Oedo. It's so very clearly an Oedo. We're both dyslexic.
Oedo.
Yeah, we're both pronouncing it Odeo. It's not. It's Oedo.
Edo. Cyber City Oedo. Oedo.
Yes. Oedo.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, it's funny because you talked about, we'll watch this 80s anime. 1990. So
1990. Yeah.
Admittedly, although I will say
definitely made in the 80s.
Yes, and you know, I will always say that like late 80s is basically the same as like early 90s is late 80s. You know, like
that is always how it works. Yeah.
It is always how it works. So I feel like you are still correct in saying that this is an 80s anime. But yeah, man, you know, it's cyberpunk shit. I feel like I was there from the start. You know. Like this was always going to be a sell for me.
Yeah, I mean it's just good, right? I mean
it was good. So did you watch? I'm assuming you watched the Japanese dub.
Yes, but are you going to bring up the US dub?
I didn't listen to it, but
but you don't know about it though.
Well, I the only thing that I know that there was an English dub that had a different soundtrack.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, go ahead and watch that YouTube video real quick.
Okay, I will.
Just watch a couple minutes of it. Yeah. You don't need to watch much.
Okay, hang on. got some big old swears in there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's so edgy. Oh man.
Just let me enjoy my motherfucking hangover in peace. Yeah, so it's a totally...
That's so bad.
Yeah, totally different feel if you watch the English dub. So I'm glad we both watched the clearly superior Japanese dub.
Yes. No, I mean, like, you know, I even from the very opening of this, like, I was already like, oh, okay, I'm gonna like this. This is gonna be good. Like, I love, I mean, you know, as gorgeous as anime has gotten at this point, you know, like, with like these beautiful set pieces and these like amazing action scenes and shit. Like the fact that like you have just like this nice zoom out, you know, right at the beginning of was it Sengoku?
Yeah.
Like sitting in his cell, and then like it like the camera is panning back you know, and like you see like the bars and all that stuff. And it's just like it's just, they really did a fucking great job with what they had to work with back in the day, you know? Like, they really made some gorgeous looking fucking shit for 1990.
Yeah, and I like these character designs a lot more than I like modern character designs.
No, this is I mean, this is obviously going to be a little bit of like, you know, old man yells at cloud and like, you know, this is what we grew up with, but like,
yeah,
this to me is like peak anime character design. Like, this period of time is like when the best character designs were.
They're just so cool.
They're so fucking cool. Love it.
Look cool. Like the environments are cool. Like it doesn't look anime, right? Which I know is like a lie, right? Like this, like obviously if we'd grown up with this, this would be what we'd be like, oh, this looks like anime. What are you talking about?
This looks like anime to me.
But like, it doesn't look like modern anime.
No, it doesn't look like modern anime. Like, I mean, there's definitely a very clear divide between like the modern, like even like the palette, right? Like everything is so much more like muted. And I feel like that was,
if you told me this was like a like an American movie, like some like small direct to video American movie, I would have believed you. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't go that far. It still felt very much like, I mean, like I got big, you know, like Ghost in the Shell vibes, you know, even just from the character designs, like the one guy, Goggle. I mean, like, you know, it's like, I mean, it's Bato, right? Like, he even sounds,
100%.
He even fucking sounds like Bato. Like,
they're all classic designs.
Yeah, like, so, I mean, you know, I get what you're saying a little bit, but I wouldn't say that I would go that far in that it was that, I mean, because this feels very much like 90s anime, you know, it's like,
well, sure, of course, I mean, of course it actually is anime.
Yeah. Just
also like, it feels realistic.
Yes.
Doesn't feel like too anime-ified.
Mm-hmm. No, we haven't gotten to the point where it's like even the shonen animes have moe eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not there yet. We're still at the point where it's just like, okay, you know, like,
he looks like a human.
He looks like, yeah,
all the characters look human. Like,
he looks more like a human. Yes.
Yes. I mean, Gagu's, you know, is probably the least human looking, maybe.
I mean,
I don't know.
Benton's pretty. I mean, Benton just looks like fucking
Benton's
David Bowie.
hair is crazy.
Yeah, Benton just looks like David Bowie. So
yeah, yeah. So we know that exists.
Yes. So yes, I guess you're right. Goggle probably looks the least human.
Yeah, he looks like the least. Yeah, I mean,
yes, because
it doesn't help that he literally has, you know, LaForge goggles on.
Yes. You know, that period of time, everybody liked fucking weird shit on your face. That was the thing. It's just like Jordy LaForge, fucking, you know, Bato and Goggle, you know. Yeah. Although very on the nose, his name is literally Goggle.
Yeah. So should we talk about this in order, I guess?
Yeah, let's just talk about it in the order. Although I will say, let me ask you, how did you feel about the order?
I feel like you could have switched 2 and 3.
Okay, cool. Me too. 2 felt more like an ending than 3.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about it in order, but know that we both feel that 2 really should have been the end of the anime, not 3.
Yeah. 3, I mean, I know why they made 3 the end, because like the emotional note it ends on is more endy. Mm-hmm. But like, they should have done 2. Also, I like that better.
I'm just noticing it's insane how far apart these were released.
I mean, these are essentially little movies.
Yeah,
6,
but
it's not really that crazy.
But 1 and 2, like June 21st, 1990. Then the second is December 28th, 1990. Yeah. So 6 months apart.
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
so, yeah, you're right.
But then the third one, October 4th, 1990, almost a year later. That's bananas.
2 kind of was the ending.
Maybe 2 was the ending, and then 3 is the OVA.
And also, while we're just talking about kind of the structural stuff, directed by I'm gonna butcher this, but Yoshiaki Kawajiri.
Yoshiaki Kawajiri. Yep, that's right.
Yoshiaki Kawajiri, who, you know, Ninja Scroll, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, did an animatrix segment, you know, has done key animation or storyboard for like every animated thing that has come out. in the last 10 years.
Jesus God.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. Just look at it.
Yeah, no, you see like the films, OVAs, you're like, oh, okay, whatever he says some stuff. And then other work, it's just like, and then the rest of it.
Yeah, just like all of the like Overlords on there, One Punch Man, like all the good stuff.
Jesus,
Boogie Pop even. I mean, Blade of the Immortal. It's just spectacular. So, I mean, this is like a pedigree. This is like we're seeing, this is like when you watch those like weird like sitcoms or like web skit groups that like all become famous. Like Childish Gambino's real name is not Troy Barnes. That's the character he plays in Community.
It's funny because I can't think of it either. I know it.
Donald Glover. Was in that sketch group, whatever, Derek Comedy.
How could you forget Don Glover?
Don Glover, yeah.
Don Glover.
But yeah, I mean, this is some good stuff.
Can I ask? Because yes. So I haven't heard of Wicked City or Ninja Scroll.
Yes.
First of all, are either of those?
I've never heard of Ninja City either, or Wicked City. Sorry. Ninja Scroll is a very well animated and very violent and gory. It might be good.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've watched it.
Okay. Because the only one I've heard of is Vampire Hunter D. Is that amazing? It is good. Okay.
It's so good.
Okay, so it's like something that I should actually watch.
100% you should watch it. Yeah. I'd be willing to do an episode on it, honestly.
I mean,
it's been a while since I watched it. Big D.
How are you not going to have that on Crunchyroll, dog?
I mean, it's got to be, it's...
Why are you going to do that to me? Is it on Netflix? Sometimes,
no way.
So sometimes things are on Netflix. You'd be surprised. Like, Netflix actually has added quite a lot of anime.
Yeah, but it's Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. I don't know who would even have it. Its rights must be like lost in such like weird places. Some weird, there's no way.
Okay, no, it's not on either. Okay, so Vampire Hunter D, I'll have to scoop that up at some point. But yeah, no, we could do that next time. I could be down with that. I could.
It's been a while since I watched it. I'd be curious how my opinion has
long
changed.
is it? I guess that's the other question.
Just a movie.
Oh, it's a movie. Oh,
102 minutes.
Oh, okay. Is there? So there's not a show.
Nope. It's a light novel series. Yeah. Oh, not even a light novel. It's a novel series.
Oh,
40 novels. No, it's light novels. No, it's 40. If there's 40, it's light novels. There's no way.
Yeah.
No one writes 40 novels. Those are light novels. But they say novel. I mean, I guess it's a novel. I guess he's written 40 novels.
Jesus, Murphy.
That's crazy. It's a lot.
That is a lot. Okay, Vampire Hunter D. I would be down to watch that because I've heard so much about it, mostly from Dan of Game Grumps. But
yeah, no, wait a second. No, we got to be careful here, though. Let's avoid a fruits basket situation. There's Vampire Hunter D. Then there's Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust.
And which one is the one we're supposed to watch?
Yes, I need to look at YouTube. I need to see it with my eyes. Well, it's on YouTube. First off, so that's nice. I'm pretty sure we're watching Bloodlust. Yes, I have never. No, 100% we're watching Bloodlust.
Okay,
because I've never seen whatever that other thing is.
Because that's the one that he made, so I'm assuming that's the right one.
Yeah, I'd be curious to watch the other thing. Oh, what the fuck is this? Is this really what it looked like? Oh, man. Wow. For some... Oh, fuck. I don't know if I've ever seen a real copy of this movie. Wow. Oh, wow. It looks so good when it's not like 240p.
When it's not like on a postage stamp.
Yeah, when it's not like on a postage stamp that's been like filtered through 12 different, like, oh my God, wow. Okay, great. Yeah, this will be fun then.
A postage stamp that somebody photographed through binoculars.
I don't think I've essentially never seen this movie. Having like scrolled through it.
This is like the same reaction that you had when we got Akira on DVD.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And you were just like, whoa, this
look
is
at all the
so
detail.
much. Look, I could see all of the pixels.
Yeah, wow.
I only thought there was 10 pixels. I didn't realize there was like 400.
In my mind, it's this really like choppily animated, like blurry mess. And it's like, oh yes, that was clearly just the format.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, yeah, cool.
But yes. The one thing that's okay, so back to Cyber City though for a moment. The one thing that really struck me about this was like how supernatural this actually ends up being.
Yeah, especially at the end, but it's still all like grounded.
Yeah, no, it is. But like, I guess I didn't really expect that, because it's like a lot of the cyberpunk stuff doesn't really go that direction. So it was kind of a fresh take, which I liked, kind of blending some more supernaturally type of things with it.
It was kind of like sci-fi horror.
Yeah.
Which I liked. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm down with that. I mean, I think maybe the second one a little bit less so, although
Yeah, that was straight sci-fi for sure.
yeah, I mean, like,
Still
although
body
still with
horror.
this, yeah, and still with like the, like, you know, I feel like like telekinesis to some degree is a little bit more, I don't know.
No, that's definitely like a subgenre of cyberpunk.
Yeah, I stopped myself in the middle of my sentence.
It's still cyberpunk, but it's definitely not all cyberpunk includes this.
Yeah, I disagreed with my statement halfway through saying it.
Yeah.
Can I actually? This is somewhat unrelated, but this is actually, it's a good time to bring it up because we're talking about cyberpunk, and I like talking about cyberpunk shit. One thing that I've always wondered, because The Matrix is considered cyberpunk.
Is it?
Okay, right? I have the same reaction. I'm like, is it though? Like,
No, it's science fiction.
but it
Not cyberpunk. How it's not cyberpunk at all.
that's what I think.
It's an example of the cyberpunk genre.
That's what okay. So I'm not crazy. Okay, thank you.
Okay. I would say it's a subgenre of the apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean it's science fiction, but it's not cyberpunk.
Yeah, it's not cyberpunk at all. It's a dystopian apocalypse movie.
Yeah,
that
okay.
happens to take place in the 1990s for, you know,
Okay, you know what?
half of it.
Conversation over. That was really all that I needed to know. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't alone in being like, The Matrix is like, I love The Matrix.
I
It's
reject
not-
that out of hand. Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
it's
definitely
not cyberpunk.
Not
It's
cyberpunk
not
at all. There's not even any corporations doing things. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's cyberpunk. Okay, so we're on the same page. Cyberpunk to me is very much grounded in like.
Neo has all of his limbs. Like,
Yes.
I'm sorry, but like, what are you talking about?
You know, is Armored Core cyberpunk?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It has to be, right? I mean,
Yeah,
like
it's
it's a
100% cyberpunk.
like a dystopian corporate
It's
hellscape.
weird.
Like,
It's a sub genre, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
well, I mean, it's actually, you know,
It's dominated by corporations. It's a dystopian, like, corporate dominated hellscape.
yeah. There we go. Okay,
It also, but I guess it does depend on which Armored Core you're talking about.
that's
'Cause
true. Yeah.
By the time you get to 4 Answer, we have swung into the Matrix apocalypse scenario.
Yeah, with like the
People
fucking
are living on the floating. Yeah,
yeah, the cradles.
exactly.
Yeah, because I feel like one was very like as I was watching some videos about Armored Core, and like one seemed like it's very cyberpunk, and like, you know, you're like being hired by corporations to like suppress protests about their company, or hired by the
Oh my
other
God.
corporation to aid the protesters against the other company, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's still in the other games, but yeah,
yes, yeah, very cyberpunky. Yeah.
that's very cool.
Okay, interesting.
And
Yeah.
this is obviously very cyberpunk.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, you know, what struck me about this is the particular aesthetic of this makes me wonder how much Cyberpunk 2077 is actually influenced by this particular version of the cyberpunk aesthetic, because like I feel like the cars and like the atmosphere, like they had a particular flavor to them that reminded me a lot of Cyberpunk 2077. And I was like, I wonder if like some people in the art department had watched this series and been like, oh, I'm gonna draw that.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay, you didn't get that same impression.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's. I think Cyber City Oedo is just too late for the game for that to be like, because Neuromancer is 84, Blade Runner is 82. Like Blade Runner's already been out for 8 years by the time.
Yeah, but Blade Runner has a different aesthetic a little bit, I feel like.
It does. No, it definitely does. But like, I'm looking for when.
No, I'm not. Keep in mind, by the way, I'm not talking about, because I know that Cyberpunk is it's a tabletop RPG, right?
Yes. Exactly.
I'm talking about literally Cyberpunk 2077, the video game.
Oh.
Like, I'm talking about the art direction of that transposed onto this. Although now that I'm looking at Neuromancer, I can also very much see where they probably.
Yeah, it's like Neuromancer's probably the one that I would most point to.
Okay, that's yeah.
For sure, they're inspired by that.
Yeah, no, I've been vaguely aware of Neuromancer, but like I've never actually like seen like much like art.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it could be seen.
Well, I see that this is like, I guess the cover.
And there's a comic or something as well.
Maybe it's literally just the. Is Neuromancer just a book?
It's a book, yes.
Okay, well then that's why I don't fucking know. But I see this cover though. I guess it must be the cover of Neuromancer, and
yes,
like, I mean, I can see where that aesthetic might be coming into play. I'm not sure.
Yes,
but
I mean that is cyberpunk.
Well,
like,
yeah,
Neuromancer is cyberpunk, and cyberpunk is Neuromancer. I feel like
the atmosphere of something like Blade Runner. I feel like Blade Runner is much more because I mean Blade Runner obviously is cyberpunk with like like the neon lighting and fucking all that shit. But like I feel like Blade Runner's cyberpunk aesthetic is much more cyberpunk slash noir. Which I mean I know that cyberpunk is heavily noir, but like it's leaning more towards the noir side. Like everything's fucking raining, it's fucking dark all the time, where
this is
like,
leaning heavily toward the noir. Cyber City.
It is too, but like I feel like it's flashier. Like I feel like it's more like
Cyber City than Cyberpunk.
I feel like Cyber City, like Cyber City versus Blade Runner. I feel like Cyber City is a little bit.
I'm sorry, you're talking about Blade Runner.
Yeah, Blade Runner is much more heavily like noir, 100%. Where Cyber City is a little bit more pulp, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Great. Yeah. No, I would agree with that completely.
Okay. Cool. I want to make sure I'm not going completely off the rails.
Yeah. No. It's barely noir, honestly. To me, it's like it is a little bit, but it's more just cyberpunk. Like it feels just very cyberpunk. Mm-hmm. But it's like it's not like a transhumanist focused cyberpunk as much, except for episode 2, obviously.
Yeah.
But episodes 1 and 3 are like, I guess it's just not like, there's not a lot of like explicit body modification in the same way that like Cyberpunk 2077 is like every third person you see on the street is like, half chrome.
Mm-hmm. And right? I feel like even 2 is not really like,
it's weird that they're doing that.
Well, and it's almost not like, it's not really like, the plot point isn't, they're so much modifying. I mean, like, I guess what, like, I'm trying to remember. Was it?
Well, yeah,
I
don't even, we can talk about it when we get to episode 2 as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. We're just blasting.
We're scattered
through.
here, yeah.
It's okay. But like, okay, let's get back on track and actually talk about episode 1 for
episode 1, the tower.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I love the setup for this.
Or even farther back, I guess.
Yeah, just
Cyber City Oedo, is about like these criminals who have been forced through bomb collars to serve as police. Mm-hmm. And like for every criminal they catch, they get a sentence reduction. And it's there's 3 episodes, and each of them is about like one of the main character people, Sengoku, Goggles, and Benten, solving like a big mystery thing.
Yeah. And they're all involved, like in each of them, but it focuses on one at a time.
Yeah. So the first episode is Sengoku's, like clearly the main shonen protagonist-esque character.
Yes, Mr. Hair Guy. One of the Mr. Hair guys. I guess they're all Mr. Hair Guy. He just
gets through every situation on grit. He doesn't need fancy goggles or mono wires. He's just smart. Crafty, not even smart.
He's just a rough, tough dude.
Yes, rough, tough dude. Yeah.
Can I make an observation? And I'm doing it again where I'm crossing borders.
That's fine.
But I'm going to do it one more time. Do you notice they basically all get like stabbed in the chest at one point or another?
No, I do. Yeah. And it's like every time. The first time I was like, oh shit, that's really bad. And I was like, no, he's going to be fine, right?
Yeah.
And the second time I was like, oh man, that's really bad. He's definitely dying this time. And I was like, oh no, wow, he's going to be fine.
Yeah. And then the third time it's just like, okay.
I'm not falling for it again.
Yeah, it's like, okay, apparently getting stabbed in the chest is just part of being in this business. You just get stabbed in the chest a lot.
It's like there's literally a guy who's like just like a head and a spine, I think, right? So
yes.
They clearly have the medical technology.
But yes, no, and
episode 1 is a good introduction, I think.
No, I think episode 1 is perfect. It sets it up well. I mean, obviously, you could theoretically put that setup in any episode and it would work. But I feel like Sengoku's story is like the most kind of straightforward.
Yes,
that it's just like okay, we're doing the thing, and it like totally makes sense what they're doing. And it's nicely contained to just like one place, which I always like. I mean, I like Dread. Of like the
exactly. No, I was about to say it's exactly like Dread. Yeah.
Yes, and I love we're doing a thing in a building. That's always a good setup for me.
He gets to save the people in the elevator, and like it's all it's the most straightforward for sure.
Yes.
Just going into this tower, just like why? What is this guy doing? Why is he locking it down?
And then he's got that robot thing with him. you know, all the time. How did you feel about the robot, like the jokes?
I mean, I didn't laugh at any point, but I mean, they were like interesting jokes.
Okay. I got a chuckle. I think they were like, because like sometimes those are bad.
They were clever.
Yeah, they were clever. I feel like sometimes those are like really like, I mean, honestly, like, it was very like Marvel movie quippy.
Yes, no, 100%. Yeah, it felt pretty modern.
It felt pretty modern. Yeah, it was the exact kind of joke you feel like you would hear it of like a robot, like a very serious robot character in a Marvel movie of just like, I am a robot, I only do logic things, but like they were sprinkled in enough that they were good. Although I did really like, which one was it? Was it what was the one where they had to like swim? Was
episode 2?
That was episode 2. Yep. I feel like the one where like that it kept going like after.
Yes, that was the most egregious one.
I thought that one was the funniest because they leaned into it so hard. Like it was just like, it's like, why is he still talking? And he just kept going. And I was just like, this is okay. I like this.
Get lost. I cannot get lost. I have GPS.
Yeah.
Get lost is not a recognized idiom. Updating idiom database.
I actually, that was the one I got a chuckle out of because I was just like when it's like, it's going a little bit too far with the humor to the point where I'm like, okay, this is now funnier to me because they didn't just throw in a quip. They like, were like, no, we're doing the quips. We're doing the quips now. Then you can't get out of this. We're going to keep doing them until you laugh.
But also thematically appropriate to the episode. In the fact that he's like just a dumb robot, essentially.
Yeah.
Who can't even understand like what get lost means.
Yes. Yeah. Also does drive home how inept it is in certain situations.
Yes, and episode 2 is all about fighting a piece of technology, essentially. So
yeah, I mean, even in episode 1, it's just like,
it's like it's cyberpunk. It's all fighting technology. But.
Yes, but yeah, I mean, even in episode 1, where it's like it has to, like, when he's trying to attack the, like, when the thing's coming after him or whatever.
Yes,
it's like, I mean, like that kind of like. You can really like they did drive home how it's just like this thing is not really there so much to help them as it is to monitor them. Like it's not. It's useful to a degree, but like it's like it's going through.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the thing where it's like he's up in the air vent, right? And the thing is coming after him. He's just like, hey, this thing is coming after me. Like, how do I stop it? Like where's the regulator or whatever on it? Is it an SU-71 or is it a VX-35? Because the SU-71 has one of the upper right hand corner. He shoots the upper right hand corner and stops, and he keeps going. It's just like, but the VX-71 has one behind, and like it's like, and then it's like blah blah blah. It's like, and then like the explanation keeps going long past, and it's just like I got to chuckle out of that as well. I think those are played well.
Stupid machine. Yeah, no, definitely. Yes, it's good. I mean, it's overall. A very solid.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I feel like there's a good sense in this, and I think all good cyberpunk does this well, of like, nobody's really good, like there's no real good guy in this scenario. It's just like the entire time, like their handler or whatever, I'm like, is he in on this? Like, what's happening? And I guess to some degree, like, he sort of had some relation, to this, where he was just like, okay, I want that guy dead, and the guy that like had set everything up, like that they were trying to save, was a piece of shit, and then like the only really like somewhat okay guy was the actual antagonist, who was dead.
Yep. Yeah, and like you don't even know why these people have like 300-year sentences.
Yeah, completely unexplained and doesn't really need to be, because it's like
these people could all be like horrible, like terrible murderer, monster people.
Yes. Or they could have, stole a chocolate bar and you wouldn't really know the difference.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, like, the atmosphere of it was very nice. Like, I feel like the designs of like the cars and like the aircraft and stuff, especially the aircraft, whatever those like flying things are, with like
they're very Deus Ex.
Yeah, Deus Ex. That's, I think, what I'm thinking of.
That's exactly what you're thinking of, because those are. Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if people that made Deus Ex had watched.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Cyber City Oedo is like too known.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, how did this one get lost? Because like this is obscure. I mean, like,
there's just an endless well of this.
I guess I need to watch more of this because like
there's like 80s anime. It's just like I don't think either of us have watched really like any 80s anime, right? So like there's like a whole decade.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've watched the original Gundam.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like nothing. Like,
yeah.
I let me go look at this, guys. It's because like all the people that we know as like big directors like started in the 80s. Like what's this? Lensman, Secret of the Len. Never heard of this. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, we could definitely I think there's a lot of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, like this rules. You know, I love stuff like this.
Beautifully animated. The stories are like interesting. There's not a lot of like trope stuff happening, or at the very least, we don't recognize the tropes that they're using.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I know I said it kind of at the beginning, but like I feel like the pulling in like some of the more supernaturally elements of this, like to me, really sets us apart. Because I mean, I have consumed a decent amount, maybe not like an exhaustive amount, certainly, but a decent amount of cyberpunk stuff because I like cyberpunk shit. And I feel like this take is a little fresh, you know, for me. Like there's things in there that like I was surprised at several points by the direction that this went in a good way, not in a bad way.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've watched enough cyberpunk to have a good sense of that then. It just didn't feel particularly uncyberpunky or particularly cyberpunky.
Yeah, I mean, like the setting certainly
it's
like
definitely cyberpunk.
Yeah, yes. Like but like yeah, the stories themselves, like I feel like the arcs were cyberpunk, but I feel like the antagonists and the kind of like the story arcs were a little bit different than what I'm used to.
A little bit more hard sci-fi.
Let me ask you though. So, because I mean, like, are you like? I mean, are you not like a huge cyberpunk person, or is it just like?
I guess I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
Not for any particular reason. Just.
Yeah. I feel like I must be because like, and I had mentioned earlier in the podcast, and I'm bringing it full circle now. Is YouTube recommended something to me, and completely like bore a hole into a deep part of my mind that I had completely forgotten about. Do you remember the game Future Cop LAPD?
Of course.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, like, dude, I love that game.
So I watched a playthrough of it of like was this game good?
Yeah,
dude. First of all, cyberpunk is shit, right? Like Future Cop LAPD, very very cyberpunk, and I'm like, oh, this is why. It's like this and Deus Ex and fucking like like shit from like there was like just a bunch of random things from around that time where like I was just like, oh, I love cyberpunk. I just didn't realize that I loved cyberpunk. So I saw that and actually and it made me remember something else. Do you remember we never actually got the actual game? We never bought the game. We only had the demo. But do you remember Einhander?
No. Einhander?
Yeah. Look it up.
Oh, I do remember this.
Yeah,
yes.
Right?
Oh my god, this game. Wow.
Right?
Oh my god. We never got very far in this.
Well, because we only had a demo. We could only play the demo.
Oh, that's why.
It was on a demo disc.
Oh my god,
dude! Right? Wow. Is your brain just like fucking burst open now? Just like, oh yes, that's how I felt when like when I saw the
now
Future
you're making remember the rest of that demo disc though.
Yeah, there was a
weird.
Wasn't there like Gex was on that as well?
Yeah, there was Gex, but there was some other weird one too. Where you like, oh my god, I have to just look up PlayStation demo discs.
I know. I'm trying to find which demo disc that was on. Blasto, was that on there? Hot Shots Golf, was that on there? I feel like because this is a PlayStation Interactive CD Sampler Volume 7. I think is this the one? Yeah, because this had Einhander on it. Tomba. Yeah, it had Tomba on it.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it had Hot Shots Golf.
That's it.
Jersey Devil.
That's the one.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ. It had Spyro the Dragon on there, and Gex, had Tekken 3, Tomb Raider 2.
That was such a good demo disc.
That was a great demo disc, man. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, so yeah, my fucking, I kind of want to, like, apparently Einhander is actually pretty decent. I kind of want to go back and play it.
Sure, I mean, probably pretty quick, just a side-scroller.
Yeah, right?
In an hour or two, beat it.
Knock it out.
Yeah, sounds good. I thought about that myself. I remember always wanting to play more of this game.
Mm-hmm.
You could, like, equip your weapons and stuff.
Yeah. But, like, again, cyberpunk, right? You know? It's like all this cyberpunk shit was just like, there was like a certain period of time, like I guess maybe around 1998, where like I had like a bunch of cyberpunk shit happened, and like I just got into it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I love Deus Ex especially.
Oh yeah, Deus Ex was great. Yeah, so Deus Ex 2000. So it's like around that time. It's like late 90s. That was I randomly got into a bunch of cyberpunk shit, and like I have latched onto that forever.
Oh man, I should just play fucking Deus Ex again.
They're making they're doing like a rematch, like somebody's doing like a modded remaster of it that looks incredible.
God. Well, I mean like another one, because there's already the existing one, right?
Well, he's doing it in VR as well.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I think like it has VR. He doesn't have to be in VR, but it has VR support.
Because there's what is it called? Deus Ex Revision. That's the one I've played.
Okay.
I don't know which one you're talking about. There's a bunch of them, because I think you can just release stuff like that on Steam, right? So
then, okay, episode 2. I know we keep just like.
Well, I just want to say the set piece fight at the end of episode 1 with the AI skull, very cool. The way he defeats it, like by like just walking forward, because it keeps predicting he's gonna dodge. Just like love that. Very cool sequence.
Oh yeah,
very cool sequence.
No, that was like, it's funny too, because it's like I was thinking that, right? I was like, okay, wait, it's predicting your movements, so can't you just like do something that's completely unexpected? And then he does that thing, and I'm like, yes.
Just like, it's never going to think that he's just going to take the hit.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, like, there's some really smart shit in this, like go ahead.
I was gonna say I was a little disappointed it wasn't continuous. I thought it was going to be 3 connected stories, but they're just very loosely connected.
Yeah,
really, it's not
certainly
one
vignettes.
Narrative.
Yeah,
but they were still good.
Yeah, just vignettes, but cool vignettes.
Yes, but on episode 2.
Yeah, I feel like episode 2 was I really liked episode 2, but I feel like that was the most straightforward, like plot wise, I guess. I mean, I kind of said
really
one
episode 2.
I said 1 was straightforward, but like 2 was like, in terms of just like there's a thing you have to defeat, and then, well, is that true? I don't know.
I was gonna say no. It's like there's layers on layers in 2, because
no, you're totally right. No,
the military is manipulating his ex-girlfriend to get him to save her from the military, who's not really chasing her, but is only pretending to chase her, while simultaneously Sengoku is going to investigate that military cyborg with Ben 10, who also happens to be doing that, and they're also caught up in the military's trap.
No, you're right.
It's like it's very complex.
What I meant to say was the end of it, where it's just like, okay, like it's very much just to like defeat the cyborg thing. Like that was the most cyberpunky kind of just like defeat the cyborg thingy. It's a
ram it with the jet.
Ram it with the jet. Yeah. No. Okay. Yes. No. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I was completely missing the entire episode.
And the way the episode opens with like the other, there's like another police dog, right? Another guy with an explosive collar on his neck.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna like get this off, and Goggle is like, I mean, if you can, like, great, get mine off too, and we'll run.
Yeah.
And then he explodes. So it's a great episode 2. I think is, if you're gonna watch any of these episodes, listeners at home, if you got 40 minutes to kill, episode 2 is especially good, and you don't really need to know anything. I don't think you could watch these in any order ultimately.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like watch like the first 3 minutes of episode 1, so you know what the premise is, and then watch episode 2,
and then you're good. Yeah, I mean, just watch all of them really, but like if you're pressed for time, 2 is definitely
it's the most like investigation-y one of them, which I do love. I mean, like I love that from like
double
Ghost
crosses and triple crosses.
Yeah, I love me some triple, double, quadruple crosses.
Mm-hmm. What were you saying? What show?
I was gonna say like Ghost in the Shell. Of just like trying to like figure out what the hell is going on.
Oh my god, that's what this reminds me of. Oh my god, Ghost in the Shell. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, number 2 absolutely is like
100%. This is Ghost in the Shell. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
I knew there was something that was more accurate.
Yeah, it's these like layers upon layers upon layers. It's just like trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, yeah, this, and I love Ghost in the Shell. So like this reminds me so much of Ghost in the Shell. But yeah, I guess straightforward was the wrong word. This is the most like familiar type of cyberpunk plot line. Yeah, no.
Anime. Two is definitely the one that like felt the fastest.
Mm-hmm.
The episode was like over in a blink.
Yeah.
And the the femme fatale character is great.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I feel like the most. So, like, I mean, for those of you who watched the previous episode, which hopefully is all of you, you know, we came to this anime from a music video, and I feel like most of the scenes from the music video were from this second episode, and I can see why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the coolest for sure.
It is it's the coolest.
The robot villain is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the like whatever her face is, I can't remember. Sarah, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Liked her a lot more than the fucking lady in the elevator.
Oh yeah, 100%. Way better.
You know,
and she tries to ram
every once in a while, like anime throws like a really annoying character at you, and yeah, that lady in the elevator.
You know about that, right?
Oh, I'm still annoyed that you haven't finished fucking...
Good, well, you're going to be annoyed. Just, go ahead and accept that.
Mason and I are going to we're going to start a support group for people that are annoyed that you haven't finished that show yet. It's so good. Oh my God. You know, like, I mean, I convinced you to watch Fruits Basket, but like really in my mind, what I need to convince you to do is to finish that show, which I keep saying that show and not remembering what the...
Well, spend some time editing it so the Tucharu never happened. Tucharu-less.
God damn it. Yeah, I wish I could just like edit those out so that like you wouldn't have to deal with it. But what is the name of that show? There's Steins Gate.
Yes.
Anyway, but back to this. Back to the task at hand. So yeah, I mean this one was great. Yeah, I mean like I feel like the fight at the end was like I really thought he was gonna die. I really did.
Yes, I was very worried that Goggles was gonna die. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, I was like he's screwed, man. Like there's no chance here. So like the fact that he managed to like clinch it out at the end there, like despite all odds, which I mean, like it feels like, each one of these are their story. So like they're gonna win in the end. But like this was the one where I like the other two, like I was like, okay, they're gonna make it. But like this one, I was just like, he's not gonna make it, man. This is not gonna work out for him.
He took a lot of punishment. Yeah, good design on the robot villain. Cool. Love the like dreadlock look it has.
Oh yeah, and the fucking sneaky arm coming around the corner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the sneaky arm. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, I this is a good one. And then the last one, the fucking like vampire episode. Yeah.
It's a weird one.
It was a weird one. This one, like, I mean, like, this felt a little bit like it didn't fit, but like, I think that's like because each one of these is like telling, is focusing on the character. I think because just Benton is just so like bizarre.
Yes, they gave him the weirdest possible.
Yeah, it felt right. It felt like he should be,
he should be the one to deal with the vampires.
Yes.
This okay. Thank you though, because I was scrolling through it. This reminds me. This episode does have my favorite scene. Though in all of it, there's a lot of good ones actually, but no, it's the one where where is it? He like interrogates the like tiny old man.
Oh yeah. I remember. Yes.
Here, 12:20 or so. 12:20. The old man like sees him and starts freaking out, and then like realizes he's not here to kill him, and just like sits down on the stairs and is like, okay, like I'll just tell you whatever you want. And he like the way he stares at him for like a good like 5 seconds, just like he just side eyes him. And I was just like, okay, I love this old man. If anything happens to him, I will like throw this anime in the dirt.
Hang on,
which of course nothing happens to him.
Let me actually watch this. You said it was what?
12. It's the scene starts like 12:20.
12:20. Hang on.
If you really want to get the full thing, 12 like 10 more, but
that is great. That is fucking fantastic.
I was just watching it and I was just like, okay, no, that's definitely like my favorite. He's so good. The way he just side eyes him, he's like, okay.
It's just like, all right, whatever.
You're not gonna kill me, so
I guess we're doing this.
Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah. God, what did the fucking like you know what? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of fucking Goku and Gohan fighting Cell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's I see that.
It's just like, one cell survived out in space, so I'm going to reform into fucking whatever. It's just like, fuck off.
It's also this was probably the most Blade Runner-y, I think, out of all the ones. Because he goes and talks, Blade Runner 2049 specifically.
Okay.
Like he goes and talks to the old man. There's the weird cloning stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
No, okay. I see what you're saying. Like
The duel with
like,
the other mercenary.
There's very much like a chill, like, I'm just gonna investigate type of
exactly. Like he's never like, ooh, yeah, he is. That's a good way to put it. This episode's very chill, despite how like crazy it is.
Yeah, it's just like he just goes and like does it like an actual like police investigation.
Yeah.
Whereas like
he's not wearing a collar like this whole time as well. Like every other one has to be threatened with being blown up, but he never gets threatened with that in this episode, I don't think, right?
He does like right at the end where it's like you have to like
an hour. Right.
Yeah.
But no, it's not even him though. He threatens Goggles with blowing up Ben 10, right? Ben 10, sorry.
Well, don't they all don't they all get the same time?
Yeah, but he doesn't tell it to Benton.
Okay. Yeah. No, I because I did notice that. It's just like, he's just so nonchalant.
He's like, but listen, Benton's not going to care that I'm going to blow his head up. So like, I don't even like, I'm going to threaten you with blowing his head up. So you'll do it. Yes. But I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, I did. Like, we got so far into it. I was like, they haven't even threatened him yet. It's just like, oh, okay,
exactly, yeah,
because he's just gonna do it. Like, he's he's obviously going to investigate the weird vampire thing.
Oh, there's the yeah, of course, Benton's gonna investigate the vampire.
It's like that's what he likes.
The way he says like Benton needs to kill the criminal, but like the criminal is actually the old guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like their overlord, despite like threatening with death constantly, it does seem pretty cool as well.
Yeah, he's pretty chill about being like a total asshole.
Yeah, he's like, listen, like I'm gonna blow you up, but like you're gonna do the right thing and not get blown up. So like I'm like, am I even really threatening you?
Yeah, and he always gives them as much time as they need. Like
exactly.
he's like, I'll give you an hour, but like I know you can get it done in an hour. It's like you're gonna be able to get it done in like 40 minutes. It's gonna be fine.
Fine. I had a whole 3 seconds left on this clock. And like
that would really stress me out. I was just like, because like he's sitting there talking.
He was gonna and
I'm like, dude, fucking, like, you did it. You click the fucking button. You don't keep talking while this is happening.
He did it 5 minutes ago, and he was just monologuing until the end. He was getting all the good because Benton doesn't give him a lot of time because he's fast, obviously.
Yeah,
he's professional, like the other two.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It was good though. I mean, there's not like a whole lot of character here to like get into, but like it's a cool world. The plot's good.
Yeah,
interesting stuff.
I could have done with another episode, honestly.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I love an anime that keeps you wanting more instead of one where like, okay, this is like the 16th filler episode.
Exactly.
Like,
yes.
I think that it would be really cool if we finished this now.
This was a great breath of fresh air between Fruits Baskets.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, what are you gonna do? I had a little bit of a misread on the Fruits Basket thing. Although, like I said, I got what I wanted. Yeah. You said it was good. You just wasn't up your alley, and that's really all I need. Because there's certain animes that you call trash that I like Uncle from Another World that I totally accept are trash. Whereas like there's some where you're like, this is trash. Where I'm like, no, objection. This is not trash.
Yes, the modern Fruits Basket is not trash.
Yes, the modern Fruits Basket.
I really
I need to like look at the old Fruits Basket and see like how bad it is because like I'm kind of curious now. Like, what were people recommending back in 2001?
I looked at reviews, and almost all the negative reviews for the modern Fruits Basket are from people who are like, I liked the other Fruits Basket better.
Ew.
So those people exist.
I bet they do. Well, every kind of people exist, and some of them are wrong.
That's very true.
Excellent. Well, yeah. Cyber City Oedo 808. This ruled. I'm so glad you recommended that song so that we could watch this anime that we've never heard.
There's so much old anime like this.
I think that what you need to do, Steven, is you need to like look at all of the music videos for animes that you like and then find those animes so we can watch them.
Well, no, what we should do is just watch those 80s compilation movies. That's what we should do, like Neo Tokyo and stuff.
We should watch Neo Tokyo. I would be very interested.
100% watch Neo Tokyo. That's another one we need to watch. Because like there's that one Carpenter Brute song with the guy driving on like the track, and like that's the first Neo Tokyo movie. Like it's so good.
Okay. Well, we will do, but first we have to watch Vampire D Bloodlust.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Well, then that is what we will do next time.
Yes. Very good.
Excellent. All right.
See you later.
Yep. See ya.